Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are taking a look at a brand new company. Well, it's not really a brand new company, but it's a brand new company to my channel. I have never reviewed one of their figures before, and this is by Eofauna, and it is their Steppe Mammoth. I'm a little behind on getting this guy in the channel. I've had him for months now, but I just for some reason never put it up on the channel. I just kind of got buried underneath other dinosaur figures and things that I wanted to review, and I kind of lost track of it, and I don't know why, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Eofauna, they are really a fantastic company as far as releasing figures that are highly detailed and look very realistic and very true to nature, to the way it actually looked. This thing is just beautiful. So let's get a closer look at it. Starting up here with the head sculpt, you can see that the hair is very nicely sculpted and it looks beautiful. It has been given a very nice dark wash behind it, and then a brown color that has been dry brushed over the top, so it really gives it a sense of different colorations and variation of color all over the body, and it looks beautiful because of it. It's very nicely done. You can see the eye is painted very beautifully as well, given a nice gloss as well on top of that, so the eye looks very realistic. The inside of the mouth is sculpted to perfection. Look at the insane amount of detail on the inside of the mouth. That is incredible to me, and the paint is not sloppy anywhere. It really looks beautiful, looks very real. You can see that the tusks are painted and sculpted beautifully as well. Very nice. As well as the trunk also looks fantastic. Just look at the little tiny details as far as the way the trunk is bending. You can see some like wrinkles and stuff right up here in this upper part. Just such great attention to detail as far as this thing goes. It looks insanely nice because of that. And then again back here on the trunk, look at all those little wrinkles from the way the trunk is bent up. Incredible sculpt work done right there. You can see that the ears are very nicely sculpted. Lots and lots of detail. Again, the same coloration that runs the entire head here runs back here with this dry brushing that's been done on the ear. Big lump here up on the top of the skull, as the Steppe Mammoth did in fact have, and it looks very nice, sculpted beautifully. The overall head sculpt is just fantastic on this. I really think it looks beautiful. And then coming back here into the neck, you can see a little bit of folds of the hair and skin here, right behind that big bump on the top of the head, and the hair continues to be sculpted beautifully the whole way out. It just really looks fantastic. You can see coming down here into the legs, the hair starts to thin out a little bit, and then we get to this much more thin, closer to the body type of hair that you get on the leg. You can also see some very scruffy hair hanging off the back of the leg here, so that's another nice touch for that extra bit of realism. The feet look beautiful. They are sculpted very nice. Nails in the bottom of the feet are all painted very nicely. Looks very realistic. I absolutely love this figure. And then coming up here onto the side, some more of that beautifully sculpted hair. You can see the side of the stomach there is definitely a little girthy. You can see that it's been eating quite well. The hip bone is quite elaborated up here on the back, the rear leg. And then the leg is stretched backward as it's taking a step. You can see that the entire detail of the way the body looks and the skin kind of pulling off there looks perfect for the way the movement is occurring on the actual animal. You can also see on the underside the genitalia is included, so Collect A isn't the only one doing that anymore. Very nice to see that. And then looking at the opposing side, you can again see the nice brown dry brushing that has been done up here on the head, that beautifully painted eye. Even the detail and sculpt work just around the eye is really nicely done. I love the way that's been done. And then you can see that the color kind of changes to this darker variation, but it still includes that brown dry brushing that was up on the upper part of the body, but it's a little bit of a different shade just to give it some nice variation of color. It looks very good. Again, the legs look beautiful. They're sculpted very nicely. You can see what I would term the elbow here on the back of this leg as it's bent. And you can see here on the back rear leg, as this leg is pushing forward, you can kind of see that the hair and stuff and skin is pushed forward. So again, very nice attention to detail with the way the animal is moving You can also see the hip bone up here. So all the little tiny details and everything that is needed for this thing to look super scientifically accurate is definitely there. And then we come back here, you can see that the tail is also sculpted very nicely and painted beautifully along with the rest of the body. So overall, this thing is just incredibly nice. So as far as the initial release from Eofauna, this thing is a home run for sure. It is pure beauty right here in front of you, and it is definitely a pretty good sized figure with a lot of detail and a beautiful paint job done by Eofauna. It really looks beautiful. Everything about it just is so majestic and so wonderful. I cannot absolutely help but love this figure. It also comes with this little tag here that gives you some information on the actual animal, and then it also comes with this little card that again gives you more information on the actual steppe mammoth, and then the Eofauna logo on the back. So it's very cool to have these little additions to the figure. I definitely like that. As far as the size goes, from the tail to the top, I guess, of the tusk area, it's really hard to measure this guy actually, but you're looking at about 8¼ inches maybe, or about 21 centimeters, somewhere in that area. For some reason he's very hard to measure just because his tail's back here, so to get to this, it's a little bit tough to get to that area. As far as the height goes, you are looking at about just under 5 inches, maybe 4¾ inches, and about 12½ centimeters. For a size comparison, as always, we will bring in our friend the Papo Rex, and you can see that they are obviously not to scale with each other, but giving you a pretty good idea of the sheer size of the Eofauna Steppe Mammoth. It is definitely a nice sized figure. If I were to compare it to anything, I would say it's probably like a deluxe figure from Collect Day, something like that. So definitely sized very nicely. So without question, this Eofauna figure is beautiful. It is really well done, incredibly super accurate. It's really accurate. The paint job looks beautiful. The detail looks beautiful. It gives you these nice little additions with the card and the information packet stating that this is in 1/40th scale. So lots of information to go through, and a very cool figure that you can own for yourself if you would like. So if you do want to order this guy, I will link you to everythingdinosaur.com where I purchased mine, so you can go ahead and grab one. Offhand, I cannot remember the prices. Like I said, it's been a few months since I did order it, and it has long since left my memory. But I will put a price in the description for you guys, along with, like I said, a link to where you can purchase it. So go ahead and do that, and then please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.